Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to BFA Productions' broadcast of Vineland Blitz football. And today's matchup is against Egg Harbor City. We are getting ready for our taxi division, and that is our youngest group, ages 5 through 7. And last week was a little rough for the Blitz as AC came in and just ran the ball all over them. We are standing by right now as we get ready for the national anthem, and we'll be back in a second. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to BFA's broadcast of Vineland Blitz football, presented by RK Chevrolet. Today's game matchup is against Egg Harbor City. As we come in with into our taxi division, we will take a look at our 5, 6, and 7-year-olds as they get ready to take a hit at the at learning the game of football with actual pads. Today's starting. Do you know the QB? Do you know who the QB is? All right. So with the taxi division, the coaches are allowed to be on the field to help guide these players as they are still learning the game. It gives them an opportunity to really understand how playing against another team can be as they get ready to move up into the older groups and play some better ball. So it looks like EHC will start with the ball. We have Egg Harbor City in our green and camo with Vineland Blitz in their red and blacks. A reminder, everyone, that the clock for the taxi division is a 7-minute clock. And there is also no kicking in the taxi division. When it comes to fourth down, they can either go for it or hand it over, and then they tack off a couple yards for the quote-unquote return team. So our kickoffs start on the 40. And we are about to go underway. Sorry for the delay in the game here. We were looking for a new chain gang. An opportunity for the parents to get involved. If you would like to join the sidelines and get a little bit closer look, don't forget to volunteer to operate the chains. All right, here we go. So we are about to go underway here on the first snap. And it is a QB sneak. Nope, it is a trick, an attempted trick play, but the center did have his knee on the ground. So the play is called dead. And it will be 2nd and 10. No gain. There you go. All right. EHC lines up on the ball again with a tight formation, 2 split backs. It's a handoff. And he is tackled for a loss. He was just swarmed up by the blitz. Lost for a yard it seems, so it'll be 3rd down and 11. EHC is taking orders from the coach, figuring out their next play here. And as you can see, we have multiple coaches on the field so that the linemen and the linebackers and the running backs and everyone's got their coach on the field helping them out be in the right position as they are, once again, learning this game. And a reminder that this team does range from 5 through 7. So these are our little guys. And they show a lot of heart for it. EHC is on the line. The snap is QB rush. But he's also tackled for a loss. And that would be a sack. It'll be 4th down and 13. 4th and 13. Strong looking defense today out of the blitz and holding to their name as they have blitzed through the line. Now, in technicality, there are no blitz on the inside of for the taxi squad. But taking that rush on the outside is still, in theory, a blitz. So they are sticking to their name and getting to that edge rush and getting to the quarterback real quick. EHC is set under center again. Crusaders looking to find some forward momentum at this point in the morning, well, the afternoon now, as their first drive just keeps falling back farther and farther. And he gets right up the middle for a couple yards, but unfortunately it is only back to the original line of scrimmage, and there'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the blitz, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to BFA Sports Productions broadcast of Vineland Blitz football with Taxi Division. Today's games are brought to you by RK Chevrolet and Subaru. And they are just off to our distance here at Gittone Stadium, right here in downtown Vineland. So with the turnover and downs, the Blitz look to take an attacking method now. So against the Crusaders. After last week, they're really hoping to put some points on the board at this time, as they were shut out last week against Atlantic City. We have 3:04 on the board. And snap. We got a sweep out to the left. And looks to be for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39. It looked very promising at first, but as he was getting around to the edge, the hole just closed up there with the safety and the linebackers closing in down in on the running back. Looks like we're adding a tight end to this formation, so probably a tighter formation. We'll look to see if we'll run up the middle this time, see if there's any holes available there. We have a single wide out to the side and a single back. Two tight ends. We have a jet sweep. Oh, and that juke, and he is heading for the end zone. 15, 10, 5, and hold on to that ball. Touchdown. Touchdown blitz. That is an amazing reaction by the running back there. So excited to finally get some points on the board after all the hard work he put in last week. This blitz team is definitely fired up right now. They are jumping up and down on the sideline. They are excited. Now, with the extra point attempts here in the taxi division, even a single point conversion is still a non-kicking conversion. So the blitz will attempt for their extra point. Blitz line up with a single back. Wide receiver out to the right. Quarterback sneaks off to the right and comes cutting back in for the extra point. And that's number 0, Josiah Dawkins. He is only 5 years old, and he's got some juke moves. With that touchdown, we will take a quick break and be back right after this.
The art facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus are here. Come in now for a great selection. New RK Subarus with 0% financing. Ascent, Outback, Legacy, Forester, Impreza. 0% for 63 months. And you get RK coverage, no charge. Our new facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus have arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. MyRKSubaru.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are coming into 1 minute 47 left in the first quarter, and the Blitz have opened up the scoreboard with their first score of the season here at Gittone Stadium. They are leading Egg Harbor City 7-0. Again, with the tactic division, there are no kickoffs at halftime, for start of the game, and also after scoring. So we will start on the 40. Number 37 just came into the game. That's Cadence Young. All right, here we go. Egg Harbor's on the line. Snap the ball. We have a quarterback sweep out to the left. And He is tackled, but for a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. He got a good read on the outside there, and once he got past the defensive end, he had a lot of open space, but he was brought down by the cornerbacks over by the sideline. So at least they were able to chase him down and keep him from scoring a touchdown himself. Now on 2nd down, Egg Harbor City is on the ball. We're ready to snap. Blitz looking to hold here and stop any more forward momentum. And slight adjustment by the coaches here, helping them understand what running into the gap is for, and why it's very important to also help keep the center blocked up for the running back. And ready for a snap, and we have a flag on the field. I believe it will be neutral zone encroachment, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll be 2nd down and 1. These kids are very excited, so don't expect them to jump off the line every now and then. They just want to get in there and make a tackle or make that big play. It's at this age that learning discipline helps a lot. And to keep your eye on the ball. Crusaders line up with a offset eye. And we have a run play up the middle. Halfback is clear, and it looks like daylight, but he is caught up by sorry I didn't get that number there, but he thought he was heading for the end zone to end the quarter, but the blitz had just a little bit of extra speed, and they caught him right in the back and got him on the ground. That is the end of the first quarter. We'll be coming back to the second quarter right after these messages.
RK Kia and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
And with one quarter in the book, we are heading into the second quarter. Reminder, these quarters are 7 minutes long. With the taxi division, the Blitz are up 7-0 against the EHC Crusaders. But the Crusaders are knocking on the door now, as we will start 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line of the Blitz. It is a beautiful day today. If you would like to catch some football, and you can join us later today as we have more games ahead of us as we increase on our age groups all the way up to the varsity group today. But it is definitely a good day for football. All right, as we get set on the line here, looks like the Crusaders are lining up in a possibly split back or offset high. Blitz themselves are holding 3 linebackers in the back, 2 cornerbacks on the outside, and we have some extra edge rushers on the line. We have snap and tackle. That is a fumble, ladies and gentlemen. But the ref says he was down. Blitz got in there nice and quick. Got themselves, had a tackle in for a loss. Next thing you know, the ball is on the ground and everybody is scrambling. The ref does call them down as on contact. And we are 2nd and 11. There was a loss on the play. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We did miss that play there, but EHC did run for a considerable gain there and are now right on the goal line here. We are 3rd and goal, 1st down and goal on the 3. Let's see if the Blitz can actually become an iron curtain right now and put a stop to the EHC Crusaders. We line up with 2 tight ends, and the halfback and receivers are on the left. Quarterback is under center. Ball is snapped. Sweep. Oh, and he's shut. And he held it against his helmet. But that stumble to make sure he didn't fumble the ball is what allowed the Blitz to come in and make the tackle for a loss. And we will have 2nd and goal on the 5. The Blitz got lucky there with that little jobble of the ball that allowed them to the extra time to get in and make that tackle for a loss. Blitz are set and ready to take on the EHC Crusaders here in this goal line position. Holding steady so far and pushing them back a little bit, giving themselves a little bit of breathing room, but EHC is really waiting to get into that end zone, but unfortunately they are going to have to move back a little bit farther as it looks like the right tight end decided to jump a little early. See what the call is. Maybe offsetting. Or a friendly reminder not to jump too early. And clock is rolling again. 3:13 left in the half. We have split backs. And the Crusaders are set to snap the ball. Ball is snapped. Given a handoff to the running back, but right up that gap came the linebackers, and they had him. But the kid's got some legs as he pushes the pile forward and gets back to the line of scrimmage. He was tackled for at least 3 yards there, but he knew as long as he stood up, he could keep going, and he pushed the pile all by himself while he was being tackled and got himself back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down. EHC Crusaders are looking for that extra gap to get into the end zone. They are so close, they can almost taste it. But the Blitz are also hungry, and they want all the points for themselves today. Looking for that perfect opportunity to either stop the Crusaders here, get them set for a 4th down, or cause another fumble, and hopefully this time they recover. This ball is snapped, swoop to the outside. Makes one move, makes one miss, and gets himself all the way up to the 2-yard line, it seems. Ball on the 2 for 4th down. Or on the 3. Ref called it back by a yard. Crusaders are looking to get into the end zone here. It is do or die in this situation, as they are out of downs to try again after this. However, it may be good for their defense to have the Blitz pinned down deep into their own zone, making it harder to escape on the flip side. Ball is snapped, and EHC pushes all the way to the goal line, but there is a flag.
And that is the half.
And the half buzzer sounds, but let's see what the refs say here. And it was very close for a touchdown, but I don't believe he actually got in. Looks like we will take an extra non-timed play here for the penalty. I believe there may have been a foul on the Blitz with a half to the distance of the goal. It appears that there was a face mask. That would be why. So we have 4th and goal on the half-yard line. Crusaders' last attempt to get points on the board before the half is over. Technically the time is out, but because of the penalty we do have an untimed down. QB just decides to take it for himself and just leans right into his guard for a touchdown, putting the Crusaders on the board. As always, a good lesson to learn as a quarterback is lean on your linemen. And I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean literally lean on your linemen. They can get you farther. So with the extra point attempt here, we move the ball to the center of the field. The Crusaders are looking to tie up the score here. And the Blitz are looking to prevent that, to make sure they hold the lead going into the half. Always have to make sure that everything is lined up correctly according to the rules. Probably reminding the kids that the center is off limits and has a safety rule. And jukes to the outside from the inside. And with a twisting tackle, he is in the end zone to tie up the game. The Crusaders put themselves on the board with a last-minute effort, reminding the Blitz that this day is not over yet. This is going to be a tough one today, people. And the Blitz are happy as well, as they are excited to get ready for the second half. We will be back right after these messages.
Truckloads of new Subarus have just arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. Our new state-of-the-art facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus are here. Come in now for a great selection. New RK Subarus with 0% financing. Ascent, Outback, Legacy, Forester, Impreza. 0% for 63 months. And you get RK coverage, no charge. Our new facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus have arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. MyRKSubaru.com. We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Let's give it up for the Vineland Blitz girls now, people. Great job, ladies, both Vineland and Egg Harbor City. You guys put on a great show. Let's give it up for them. They work hard all season to show their support as well as their coaches. Also, this is just another friendly reminder, if you have any trash, please be sure to use a trash can. If you are hungry or thirsty, we have snacks, cold drinks, candy, you name it, all in the concession stand. Please feel free to stop by.
Welcome back to the second half of Taxi Division Blitz versus Crusaders. We have a tie game here going into the second half. Very well fought game so far from both sides. And the defenses have done pretty well for the most part. It has come down to some great one-off plays that gain a lot of yards to tack onto that scoreboard. Second half will start with the Blitz on offense, starting at their own 40. And EHC is ready to make a statement, preventing them from making any advancements. But the Blitz here are excited, and they are ready to run straight for that end zone. Reminder, today's games are brought to you by RK Chevrolet right here in Vineland. If you are up on the top boxes of Gittone Stadium, you can just see the RK Chevrolet sign. We have a snap, stretch out to the right side, jukes off one defender, and he has daylight ahead of him as the sun comes out for that run. It looked cloudy at first as he looked like he was about to be tackled in the backfield, but after getting around that defender, the sun came out and it was nothing but end zone.
We also have a flag down at the 20.
Oh, unfortunately, we do have a flag around the 20. And it looks to be a hold on the offense. Now, it'll still be a first down as the hold was farther down the field. And penalties for holds are from where they happen. So unfortunately, that does wipe off the points off the board for the Blitz. And Crusaders did get lucky on that one, but they are now deep in their own territory as this play will start 1st and 10 on Crusaders 25. Blitz are probably thinking to themselves, if only I had just not held. We would have been up by another 6 points here. But at the same time, quite possibly the same play could work. Let's see what the Blitz decide to do here. As the backfield gets into position, we have what looks like we got 2 tight ends. Receiver out to the right side, close to the press box here. And a single back. Not entirely sure that is motion, as there's a lot of shifting sometimes with the taxi. Quarterback looking back for instructions from the coach. As the referee sets up the defensive tackles to make sure they are in their correct positions. And we look ready for our snap here. Quarterback under center. Referee just reminds the players of something. We have motion. Handoff into the backfield. And that's 2 misses, and he is working his way up the sideline where he's tackled out of bounds. As number 19, Isaiah Lucas, 7-year-old running back. And with that, we have almost a fresh set of downs. We will have 2nd and 4. Second and 5. Blitz looking to mix it up here, so to confuse the defense as they keep trying to work around that outside. It seems to be their best way to get around and up the field. Quarterback under center. We have motion. Handoff. And we have a tackle in the backfield. As a huge loss. The ref is going to call it down on the 27. So we have 3rd and 11, or 12. 3rd and 12. Ball on the 27. Blitz were so close to putting up some points on the scoreboard again, all because of a penalty and a hold. They've come back to half their distance and keep falling back here. Receiver on the outside, getting set. Single back formation again. Snap. Ball to the receiver on the sweep. 2 jukes off of 2 players. He is in the end zone. Number 9, King Davis. He got through that hole, saw 2 defenders in front of him, gave him a quick juke, and he was heading for that end zone. King Davis gets in for a touchdown. Now with the extra point attempt, the Blitz look to add them a full 7 to the board. On the snap, working out to the outside and an easy single point conversion. The Blitz have increased their lead back to 7 on top of the Crusaders, 14-7, and we will be back after these messages.
Truckloads of new Subarus have just arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. Our new state-of-the-art facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus are here. Come in now for a great selection. New RK Subarus with 0% financing. Ascent, Outback, Legacy, Forester, Impreza. 0% for 63 months. And you get RK coverage, no charge. Our new facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus have arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. MyRKSubaru.com.
And welcome back. After the Blitz put another 7 on the board, we have 2:30 left in the 3rd quarter here. EHC Crusaders are looking to respond quickly as to helping to prevent a runaway from the Blitz. Starting at their own 40, the Crusaders set up with it's like 4 in the backfield. Got split back. Minute 56 on the clock and running. Ball is snapped. Handoff to the running back. And he is chased to the outside. got around one defender and is able to gain 5 yards, but there is a flag on the play. Possible face mask by the way he was brought out of bounds. Personal foul, face mask. It is. That'll move the ball up for the Crusaders, giving them a fresh set of downs and starting on the Blitz's 40-yard line. Minute 16 left in the clock, and as it moves forward here, Crusaders are looking to take advantage of this opportunity. One mistake by the Blitz, and the Crusaders could be knocking on the door again, looking to add more points to the board to keep this game tied at 14. But right now they trail by 7, and they are on the Blitz's 40 as the quarter comes near an end with 30 seconds left on the board. Ball is snapped, bobbled, handed off to the running back. He bobbles as well. That gives the Blitz time to get in there for a tackle for a loss. Running back was so worried about making sure he didn't fumble that ball again that by the time he was able to put the gas on, the Blitz were well into the backfield and just waiting for him. With that tackle for a loss, it will be a 2nd and 12 at the end of the quarter. The Blitz are up 14-7 against the EHC Crusaders, and we will be back right after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this afternoon's broadcast of BFA Sports presented by RK Chevrolet. We are heading into the 4th quarter of the first taxi game today. Blitz are up 14-7, and the Crusaders have the ball, and they have a 2nd and 12 on the Blitz's 42. The matchup today has been pretty back and forth. The defenses are holding strong for the most part, and it is every now and then an opportunity for the offense to find that extra hole on the outside where they just gain a ton of yards for both sides. It most likely will come down to whoever has the ball last in this game. And the Crusaders would like to remind the Blitz about that because they did score with the last few seconds of the 2nd quarter. Crusaders line up underneath the ball. Single wide receiver out to the side, single back, 2 tight ends on the edge. Looks like offset single back. Ball snapped. QB just takes that ball, gets around one defender, and while he's looking for daylight, decides to just take it as far as he can before he's tackled right at the original line of scrimmage on the 40. That'll make it 3rd and 10 on the Blitz's 30. The Crusaders are looking to get that first down here, but they do have a long way to go. On the sideline, the Blitz coaches are getting their sideline up and ready, getting them excited, getting them make sure they are paying attention and involved in the game. Every opportunity is a learning opportunity in the taxi division. Always learn from your opponent, learn from your other players. On the snap, handoff up the middle, sneaks by 3 defenders and comes down right on the 34-yard line for a gain of 6. That will make it 4th down and 4 to go, unfortunately, for the Crusaders. So right now it is very important that they get that extra 4 yards here. It's always a challenge trying to outsmart your own opponents. Play in and play out. Every down is a different opportunity to show that you are the better person on the field at that moment. Crusaders are ready for snap. Hike the ball. Quarterback hands off to the running back up the middle. He bounces off his own player and sneaks by 4 defenders before finding some daylight. But again, the blitz reminds you, they do have a fast defender there and gets caught from behind again. But the Crusaders are knocking once again as they do get within the 10, onto the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10. The running back for the Crusaders seems to have very good vision of finding these holes, as every time that he sees just a small crease, he just guns it and runs straight up the middle or through the outside, making several defenders miss and just have to chase him down. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like that ball is coming back due to a holding call by the Crusaders. That'll have them start 1st and 10 from the 20. But at least they did get themselves that fresh set of downs and an extra few chances here to get into the end zone with 3:48 left on the board. Handoff to the running back. Looking for that outside stiff arms, and he's got some space right now, looking for some help, and he just gets pummeled on the 16-yard line. But a very good run to the outside for him, and very good attack. That will put them 2nd and 6 from the 16-yard line. As the end of this game gets near, both the defense and offense is starting to get gassed. So we look to these players to find that extra little bit of extra oomph to finish out the game strong and make sure that they take their team to a victory. 2:37 left on the clock. Crusaders line up on the ball. QB sneak himself, jukes 2 players. He's looking for the end zone, and he this time cannot be caught. He is in for a score. And that puts EHC Crusaders up by, gives them 6, putting them within 1 of tying this ball game. Blitz looking to hold off this extra point attempt to let them hold this lead with only 2:20 left in the game. Ball is snapped. QB sneaks again. And unfortunately for him, he does get in with a flag. But the question is, what is the call? Are we picking it up? Looks like it's an offensive foul, so we are going to back this attempt back up to the 7. Possible illegal formation. I haven't seen a sign for a false start. Now, with this penalty, it does make it harder for the Crusaders to make this extra point, and possibly allowing the Blitz to hold this 1-point lead. But we have seen some magic from the running backs of the Crusaders today as well. Crusaders are on the ball. Possible QB sneak again. He just runs for the outside, looking for that hole. But unfortunately, he is brought down before he can get to the end zone. That allows the Blitz to hold a 1-point lead with 2:20 left in the fourth quarter here. We will be back right after these messages.
Truckloads of new Subarus have just arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. Our new state-of-the-art facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus are here. Come in now for a great selection. New RK Subarus with 0% financing. Ascent, Outback, Legacy, Forester, Impreza. 0% for 63 months. And you get RK coverage, no charge. Our new facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus have arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. MyRKSubaru.com.
And we are back here at Gittone Stadium with BFA Productions broadcast of Vineland Blitz football presented by RK Chevrolet. This afternoon, has been a good matchup between the Crusaders of EHC and the Blitz of Vineland. Definitely a night and day difference between last week's games. Much closer and also much cleaner as well. And that's always a positive when we are talking with these younger guys, is the better they get with their discipline week to week, the more they learn. Number 37 just comes off the field for a drink as we get our backfield set. It's a little warmer today than we expected for football weather, as today's temperature is in the 80s. And it is going to be a little hotter down on that field as AstroTurf does retain heat and really brings up the temperature. We have blitz snap, run to the outside, and he's so confused by how many Crusaders are not there. He just decides which way he wants to run up the sideline, and he is gone. It is a touchdown on the board, but there is a penalty back at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like it is coming back. Unfortunately, for a fantastic 60-yard run. So we look to tack off the penalty here.
We are bringing it back.
Bringing it back for 10-yard penalty. Ball will be placed at the 30 of the blitz.
Second and 20 on the Vineland 30-yard line.
Crusaders just caught a break right there, with 2:06 left on the clock.
That was number 23, Yael Feliciano on the breakaway. Flag on back 10 yards, final 30.
And after the penalty, it'll be 2nd and 20, a very long second down here. But if we can repeat that exact same play there, the extra 10 yards added to the start of the snap here won't really matter too much. Just make the next run even longer. We have snap to number 9, breaks 2 tackles, swings into the outside, but unfortunately can't break the third, and is helped by a Crusader on the 4th tackler to be finally brought down with a gain of 1.
Got a timeout for the Crusaders.
Timeout on Crusaders.
This is also another friendly reminder, any trash that is left, please use the trash receptacles located throughout the stadium.
Minute 48 left on the board. The Crusaders have to be really thinking hard about the best way to stop the blitz right now. Now, they do have an advantage by having that penalty that took place. Back the blitz back up to the 30, making it 3rd and 19. A difficult reach for first down, and even more difficult for a touchdown right now. But if the Crusaders can take an opportunity here, make a stop, and get that ball back, they may have just enough time to get themselves into the end zone with one of their good running backs. But only time will tell. Blitz line up for the 3rd down attempt. Crusaders are playing it safe by putting a safety deep in the zone, standing right on top of the Vineland logo. Ball is snapped. Hand it off to the outside. He breaks 2 tackles, reaches to the outside. Ooh, and he jukes off the sideline, but unfortunately steps out of bounds. Shy of a first down, but definitely a huge deficit cut into that yardage. It'll be 4th and 7, it seems. Minute 37 left on the board. Vineland Blitz are up 14-13 against Egg Harbor City Crusaders. One more first down should take care of it for the Vineland Blitz, and that's all they need. But the Crusaders have other ideas in their head. They are looking for a stop to get that ball back and have an opportunity themselves to march it into the end zone for a win. Unfortunately, it looks like number 28 has some injury or possibly a little exhausted from the heat here. So they're just going to give him some time on the sideline.
All these players working hard. Crusaders, the Blitz, the coaches as well. On the field we have Coach.
We would like to thank RK Chevrolet for sponsoring these broadcasts to bring Vineland Blitz football right to your living room, to your cell phone, and to any smart device.
All the working hard.
We have a false start call on the Blitz, and that's going to back them up again. Puts them back for a long 4th down. Crusaders are just excited and ready to bite here. The opportunity is just presenting themselves for an upset. Blitz are looking to hold strong here. All they need is a first down, and they can run that clock out.
All right, 4th and 11. Vineland Blitz lining up for the next play.
Blitz under center. Snap the ball. Hand it up. It is a fumble. That will be turnover on downs. Doesn't matter who recovers it. It is now Crusaders' ball with 1:20 left in the 4th quarter. And they are only down by 1 point. All they need is to score to take the lead. Ball will start on the 35-yard line of the Blitz. Crusaders are ready to take that ball right into the end zone. They got to figure out the right play here to get around the Vineland Blitz defense. Now remember, Blitz have a defender that is very fast and seems to be faster than the running back for the Crusaders, so they do need to make sure that if they get around, he's got that space to get to the end zone. Otherwise, we all know what the outcome is. The Blitz will get their tackle. We have a few substitutions coming out. Number 20 comes off the field, Caleb Cruz. Also have number 24, it looks like, Noah Garcia. And it looks like there's a slight equipment malfunction on the field that has just been taken care of. Crusaders line up under the ball. 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. Crusaders set, snap the ball, QB sneak off. He confuses the defender and makes a cut to the inside. He's working his way back around, and he gets a gain of 8 yards. They have to quickly get back on the ball as that clock is still running. It is a minute 2 left on the board. That clock is ticking. This could be in the favor of the Blitz, but the Crusaders are working fast to prevent anything else. He spikes the ball to stop the clock. That'll make it 3rd and 1 with 46 seconds left in the game. Blitz look ready.
46 seconds left in the fourth.
46 seconds left for the Crusaders. Handoff again to the quarterback, and he's just going to try and get in himself. Jukes 3, but is tackled at the 18. Clock will stop momentarily so they can set the chains. Unfortunately, we do have an unsportsmanlike conduct call on the Crusaders, as it looks like they tripped a Blitz player trying to get back into position. Not entirely sure if it was intentional or not, as these kids do tend to just kind of run into each other from now and then. That will set them back very far. But because they did get the first down, it resets the markers as 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 38 seconds left on the board. Clock is running. Crusaders are trying to get into position here before the clock runs out. 22 seconds left on the board. Ball is snapped, handed off to number 85. Oh, and he runs into his own player. Stop the clock with 11 seconds on the board. Timeout, Crusaders.
Egg Harbor. Also, it's just another friendly reminder, please throw your trash in all trash receptacles located throughout the stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been one exciting football game, back and forth. Defenses have been holding up pretty well. There have been some miracles here and there, but some of them have also been called back due to penalties. And that is what has kept this game actually close. It is a 1-point game with 11 seconds left on the clock. Crusaders are down by 1 with 2nd down. Setting up with the receivers to the left. We have a false start. They are going to be moving back more.
Going to bring the Crusaders back another 5.
Unfortunately, it looks like the Crusaders are doing nothing but being their own problem. It'll be second and long with only 11 seconds left in the game.
All right. Crusaders with a second and long situation. 11 seconds left on the clock. Fourth quarter. 14-13. Vineland Blitz in the lead as of right now. Ball is snapped.
Snapped. Looking up the middle. He jukes one player with a spin move, but then is met just 2 yards later by the linebackers. And this will end the game. A tough battle for the Crusaders as they fought very hard and very well, almost pulling off the upset here against the Blitz. Congratulations to the Blitz taxi team. Very well done. Congratulations on finally making a good answer back from last week's loss. We want to thank everybody for joining us here at Gittone Stadium here in downtown Vineland. Today's broadcast is brought to you by RK Chevrolet and Subaru. Please stay tuned here on BFA Sports as we get ready for Taxi Team B just here in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for Game 2 of the Taxi Division. It has been a beautiful day here. Here at Gittone Stadium in Vineland, downtown Vineland. Today's games are brought to you by RK Chevrolet and Subaru. Coming off of Game 1 of the Taxi Division by the Blitz, they had a fantastic tight battle against the Crusaders and won 14-13. Defense held out right at the end with a little bit of help from the Crusaders with a few penalties. But today, we are looking to have our next squad join us on the field and repeat what just happened just a couple minutes ago. Teams are still on the middle of the field getting ready for the game, and we'll step aside as soon as they are ready, and we'll be right back. Are back here at Gittone Stadium as we get ready for Game 2 of Taxi Division Blitz Football. Reminder to our audience that in Taxi Division we do not have kickoffs, so we start on the receiving team's 40. And with fourth downs, it's either go for the attempt or hand it over, and they'll tack off the specific amount of yards for the quote-unquote punt. We're going to have the national anthem again first. Alrighty, we are ready for some football here at Gittone Stadium in downtown Vineland. As you will see with the coaches on the field, that is to help our players get into the right positions as they are just learning the game. These players range from age 5 all the way up to age 7. All right, the Blitz are ready to snap the ball, and they hand off to the running back. Oh, but he takes himself out in the backfield. And he will take himself out for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. Vineland Blitz are ready to set again. This time making sure they avoid all the Gophers on the field. Handoff in the backfield again, sweeping out to his left. And we have nothing but daylight heading for the end zone. But he's got to be careful. He might get caught from behind. He runs from the 5 to a touchdown. Congratulations, number 6, Lucas Upshaw. That was a 61-yard run for Lucas there. And the Blitz are on the board within a heartbeat. Now looking to add an extra point here. Crusaders are on the goal line looking to prevent the Blitz from tacking on an extra point. Reminder that the coaches are on the field to help these kids out here. And it does give us some extra time on the play clock.
Coach Zigrat, my father. All right, sorry for the small delay in the announcement, folks. Call up to the anthem and trying to catch my breath from running up these steps like Rocky Balboa.
Ball is snapped. Handed up the middle, and he bounces back to the outside to convert to get 7 on the board. Crusaders take the first bite into the sorry about that. Blitz take their first bite into the Crusaders and put the score on the board right around 5 minutes left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back after this.
Truckloads of new Subarus have just arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. Our new state-of-the-art facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus are here. Come in now for a great selection. New RK Subarus with 0% financing. Ascent, Outback, Legacy, Forester, Impreza. 0% for 63 months. And you get RK coverage, no charge. Our new facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus have arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. MyRKSubaru.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Vineland Blitz football here on BFA Sports, presented by RK Chevrolet. We are live here at Gittone Stadium in our taxi division. And 4 minutes and 16 seconds left on the board of the first quarter. The Blitz have already gotten on the board with 7 points. It is now the Crusaders' turn, starting from their own 40.
You name it. Located directly behind the booth for your convenience. Feel free to stop by.
Ref seems to be double-checking some of the equipment and making sure all of these kids are well quenched. It is a hot one down on the field today. Don't want anything going wrong. So keeping these kids well hydrated is very key. Crusaders line up on the ball for their first attempt in the game. Crusaders look like they are setting up in an I formation, or trips back. Nope, we moved one out to the edge.
All right, we're getting ready to set this drive off. First 10 on the Crusaders 40-yard line.
Looks like we're moving everyone out to the edge here. Crusaders are ready.
Grab those eyeglasses off that table next to you. Yes.
Ball is snapped. And the Blitz find their way right up the center, following the quarterback, and tackle him in the backfield.
He's going to bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 for the Crusaders here.
We have Egg Harbor City Crusaders showing some pride on the opposite side. Let's show them some love. Show them some support.
Fans cheer on the Crusaders Pee Wee team as they join on the sideline to get themselves ready for the next game. Ball is snapped for the Crusaders, and he just keeps falling back, trying to get away from the defender, but unfortunately takes a sack deep in his own zone. And it will be a 3rd and 20. 1:04 left on the clock.
That's 3rd down, 15 to go for a first. Crusaders looking to fire off.
Crusaders are ready for their 3rd down attempt here in the first quarter. 6 seconds left on the board in the first. Snaps the ball, runs to the outside, and he's got the whole Blitz team running after him, but he's still on his feet, trying to get away from the defender, but unfortunately he is chased down back at the 30, and it'll be the end of the first quarter. 4th down for the Crusaders. We will be back right after this.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
They're working hard.
We want to thank the officials that have given their time today to call this game. Again, it is beneficial not just for the players, but also the families. The refs don't just call the game, but they also help coach by putting players in the correct position so that they can learn the rules of football. We will start the second quarter off with the Crusaders on their own 30 back for a very long fourth down, a 4th and 20.
All right, Crusaders and Vineland. They line back up. The next play is a 4th and 20 situation.
Vineland holding strong here. They are definitely getting penetration on that line and getting to the backfield straight at the quarterback and the running backs. Now giving the Crusaders almost no chance to make any moves up the field. If the Blitz get a turnover on downs here in the fashion that they've been taking, they'd have great field position to start their next play.
So number 27, Young, would like to step into the game at some point.
The Crusaders have decided to punt the ball, so the Blitz will now take over at their 50. 1st and 10.
All right, you got 1st and 10.
So Vineland holds on defense here and gets a turnover with a taxi division punt. And will start their second drive from the 50-yard line right at midfield.
Number 1, Logan Simons running onto the field.
Number 1, Logan Simons comes onto the field for the Blitz. Blitz are ready to snap the ball with a single back set, receiver out to the right side. We had a toss in the backfield, but it drops the ball for a fumble. Blitz do recover. It'll be 2nd and 14. Second and 13. On the Blitz's 47-yard line. Clock is at 3:54.
All right, you got a 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 for the Blitz. Looking to make some forward momentum just like they did in their first series here. Snap, handed off up the middle. And it looked like it was about to be tackled for a loss, but he decided to run the other way, comes around to the outside, and has made positive yards. He's got a first down, but he has also fumbled, recovered for an additional yard. The ref says he was already down. But it doesn't matter for the Blitz because that gives him a first down in Crusaders territory.
Good job, Sincere. Way to run the ball, buddy.
Ball will be placed at the 30 yards of the Crusaders. as Vineland looks to be knocking on the door again with only 2:58 left in the second quarter. Vineland Blitz center looks like he is ready to snap that ball, but we do need to get the rest of the players into position first.
First and 10 on the Crusaders 30-yard line. Got Sincere Spellman in the backfield looking to make another big break.
QB is ready. We have a single back position, handoff in the backfield on a sweep. He's heading for the outside. There is nobody in front of him. Defender is coming in from his right side, but he's already made it past, and it is touchdown Blitz. Nice clean play there for the Blitz, getting to the outside and right around the defenders, heading straight for the end zone and adding another 6 to the board.
That ball was ran in by number 6.
That running back was number 6, Lucas Upshaw. Blitz are looking to tack on that extra point here to put them up by 14 against the Crusaders. The Crusaders seem to have no answer right now for the Blitz, as we are down to a minute 20, minute 18 in the first half.
Less than a minute left in the second quarter. Vineland Blitz is lining back up to go in for this extra point.
Blitz get ready for their snap.
I'm going to give a big shout out to two very special coaches, Coach Gandalf and Coach Morgan.
Ball snapped, handed up in the backfield again, and runs right to the outside. Jukes one player and in for a touchdown. Sorry for missing that there, but as you see the celebration in the end zone, we did Blitz tack on another point, bringing the total score to 14-0. And that will end the half. Blitz up 14-0 against EHC Crusaders in the Taxi Division game number 2. We will take a break here for the half. A reminder that today's game is brought to you by RK Chevrolet. If you are looking for a new vehicle, make sure you stop by over at RK Chevrolet and also Subaru right next door and find the perfect car for you.
Truckloads of new Subarus have just arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. Our new state-of-the-art facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus are here. Come in now for a great selection. New RK Subarus with 0% financing. Ascent, Outback, Legacy, Forester, Impreza. 0% for 63 months. And you get RK coverage, no charge. Our new facility is still under construction, but the new Subarus have arrived at RK Subaru of Vineland. MyRKSubaru.com. We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
thank you for tuning in today. Looks like we're going to actually call the game there for this secondary game for the taxi division. Get ourselves ready for the Pee-wees. Very good job by the Vineland Blitz today as they won their game against EHC 14-0. Stay tuned on BFA Sports for more Vineland Blitz.
They didn't lose much hair today.